Hi guys, welcome to my anime pickups for the month of January 2014. This is part 2. It's the rest of the stuff I picked up this month, which is quite a bit actually. I managed to squeeze in quite a few things, and there's a lot of stuff here that essentially paid for itself when I downgraded, you know, sold sets and replaced them with smaller versions like I've been doing. Anyway, first thing in this video, Monster, Part 1, Episodes 1 to 15 from Siren Visual. Very, very, very excited for this release. One of the best shows ever. Monster is just absolutely exquisite from beginning to end. It's 74 episodes of epicness. One of the best villains ever in Johann Lieber, like one of the best leads ever in Dr. Kenzo Tenma. It's just, I absolutely love it. I put it in to just check out episode 1 to see what the video quality was like and all the rest of it, and I sat there and watched 3 episodes like it was nothing. It's it's a fantastic series, and Siren Visual are bringing it out one part a month until May, at least assuming the pattern continues. They've currently listed this one that came out this month in January, and then there's one next month in February and one for March as well. So that'd be 3 parts. There'd be 5 parts altogether. So I would assume in April or May we'll get the final 2 parts, and part 5 is even rumoured to be coming with a box to hold the whole series. So if that happens, I'll try and get my hands on that if I can. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly show you this release because I wanted to do an unboxing for it, but I might wait until I have them all to do a proper one and maybe talk about this show in more depth. Because it's one of the best ever. It's in my top 10. I absolutely adore it, and it's one of the few shows. There's now just one show left in my top 10 that I don't own because I couldn't. Obviously, this was Viz Media owned the license to in America and dubbed it and everything, and it was on television. Like all 74 episodes are on Sci-Fi. They put out one box set. It obviously didn't sell. That's the only reason I can think of, and they never put out any more. It's just it was a tragedy as far as anime fans are concerned. It was yeah, really a shame that happened. But Siren Visual 2013 or 2014 now, Saviors came in and are going to release the show. Nice, quick and easy, bing bam boom. Yeah, bing bang bosh or whatever. 5 volumes all out before the end of May, and then yeah, we have Monster complete. I cannot wait for that day to happen when I can put the show on my shelf complete and just go, that's it. I own Monster, one of the best shows ever, and it'll be there whenever I want to rewatch it again without having to watch AVI files on my computer. So yeah, great. Just so good, so good to have that in my collection. I'm so happy. Okay. Next up, I got on recommendation from Gothliquin. This is Zetman, the complete series, put out by aforementioned Viz Media. I'm hoping I'll like this show, like supernatural, like a slightly more mature, sci-fi-ish, probably, you know, action, almost. Oh crap! I can't remember what they're called. I'm going to say Ultraman. I mean the other thing, but Ultraman is the only thing that could come to mind right now. But they kind of look like that, don't they? Like the Kamen Rider. There we go. They sort of like the suits and whatever. They're similar to that sort of stuff. But I think it's not really like that at all. But anyway, it looks like it'll be a nice action, supernatural, slightly mature series, and put out on Blu-ray, dubbed by Viz Media because it was on Neon Alley. So yeah, really happy to pick that up. Next up, I got a Sentai Filmworks double feature for Comics Wave. They seem to put out a lot of the Comics Wave stuff. This is one they put out a couple of years ago now, and I got it for like £4. I just had £4 lying around essentially in my bank. When I saw this for only £4, I was like, yeah, I'll just pick that up. Why not? I can easily afford it. Let's get it. So yeah, 2 30-minute OVAs, Coffee Samurai and Hoshizora Kizeki. Obviously Hoshizora is more sci-fi. Coffee Samurai looks slightly weird. It's set. Coffee Samurai intrigues me quite a bit, and I want to watch it quite soon because it's dubbed in Korean because it's set in Seoul or Seoul, however you say that, in South Korea. So that's kind of cool that they dubbed it in Korean. That's interesting to me. So yeah, there's 2 30-minute OVAs. Oh. Put out by Sentai Filmworks. Okay, next, the Goku Zen TV collection, complete series, all free on 3 discs. Sort of like a female lead Onizuka. This is quite a lot like Great Teacher Onizuka. You got a class of delinquents and a teacher that comes in and in their own special way gets them in line. This instead of a male in Onizuka, we got a female, whoever this lady is. I haven't actually seen it. This is just the plot as I understand it. It's only like 12, 13 episodes or whatever, so it's not, and it's certainly not comparable in terms of quality to Great Teacher Onizuka, but it is in terms of plot. So I was interested in seeing it. So yeah, that's the Goku Zen. Next up is something truly awesome. Okay, in the end of December pickups, I've got Neon Genesis Evangelion Death and Rebirth, which is I talked about it in the video that I couldn't remember. Then when I looked it up, and I now forgotten again what it actually is. I'm pretty sure it's a retelling of the series through 2 movies. Again, I might be wrong about that. But anyway, I picked that up and I said that the only thing I needed was End of Evangelion, and then a certain David Bunch of Numbers, pretty much my first subscriber, I'm pretty sure he was, first commenter for definite, has been watching my videos for over 2 years now, so yeah, one of my great friends, and yeah, really appreciate the support he's given me and all that. He just out of the blue like PM'd me and said, "Hey, I have a spare copy of the end of Evangelion. Would you mind if I sent it to you, or would you like it if I sent it to you?" I was like, "Sure." Like, he sent it to me for nothing, like as a gift. So that fills that gap, and I now have everything for Evangelion. But yeah, blown away by that generosity and kindness to just send that to me for nothing. Like, fortunately, I found myself in a position since I've bought my furniture at last. So it's not an if and a maybe anymore. I have my furniture, and it'll be coming at the end of the month. But while I was going through some old stuff, I have like a lot of retro cartoons, and which is something that he's greatly fond of, and I was able to give him something in return. So yeah, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description. If you like retro cartoons, he's a very good man for that. He knows his stuff. So yeah, thank you very much, David Bunch of Numbers, or David, should I just say? Thank you very, very much for sending this to me. It was very, very kind, and I highly appreciate it. And I can't wait to see the proper end of Evangelion, or at least sort of. Well, it is the proper end of Evangelion, but there was like a whole thing that I wanted to talk about, but it's completely gone out of my mind. So whatever, it doesn't matter. But thank you very much, David. Thank you very, very much. It was very kind of you, and I highly appreciate it, like I said. Okay, okay. Next up, we've got Wolf Children on Blu-ray and DVD combo from Funimation. I got this on sale, so I wouldn't have picked it up straight away, which I kind of feel silly about saying that because I've watched it and it was absolutely freaking amazing. It's one of the best movies I've seen anime-wise. I thought it was brilliant. Absolutely perfect movie. It's made by the same people who did Go Out Through Time and Summer Wars. It is also Ghibli-esque. I think this is the most Ghibli type film out of the 3 that I've this one and the other 2. This one feels certainly the most Ghibli to me. I loved the story in this. It was absolutely great. Lots of emotion, and apart from one awkward moment, I thought the rest of it was fantastic. So yeah, Wolf Children, highly recommended. I was curious. I was curious about the UK release. It got a collector's edition, but when I found out it was only like 4 art cards, I was just like, I'm not willing to pay £10 extra for that. So yeah, when I saw this on sale for only 13, there was just no way I was not going to buy that version. So yeah, and it comes with a nice slipcover and everything with foil lettering, so it's a nice release, and yeah, fantastic movie. Anyone who likes anime, you need to get this movie. Okay, next up I got 3 Funimation Limited Editions, 2 of which I got for really great prices, and 1 I got sort of a semi-panic buy for reasons I still don't really understand. But anyway, one of the cheaper ones I got on sale, Pantheon Stocking with Garter Belt. The complete series on Blu-ray with the... I wanted this because it has the... Well, I wanted it because I don't technically own this in my collection. Roger Itachi gave me his DVD copy, but it was one of the ones that Manga Entertainment had to recall, sort of thing, because the last episode was all messed up. But I've never actually got around to watching, because I did watch 2 episodes and it didn't highly impress me, but I've always wanted to watch it. And then when Funimation put out this Blu-ray last year, I think it was, I was very interested in getting it, especially for the set, because it's like all glittery and stuff. So I saw this going for a really cheap price, so I had to pick it up. So yeah, we got Panty and Stocking. Really awesome. Okay, next up, this is the thing I wasn't so sure about getting. Like, I heard that it gone out of stock everywhere, and I was semi-interested in it. High School D&D. It's not really my sort of show. Like, I'm not above watching this sort of stuff, but it was, I have to confess, it was one of the few shows of this type that I was actually interested in from the trailers, because I don't know, I like the gothic stuff from afar. I don't practice in gothic stuff myself in terms of clothing and all the rest of it, and the music and stuff, but I do like it, like the vampires and all that, and monsters. So yeah, when I saw this show's trailer, I was interested in it. And then yeah, the limited edition went out of stock, and it's quite early on, like completely sold out. My voice is going, can you tell? Anyway, yeah, it like completely sold out, and so when I decided to put in an order with a company I use, and they said they could get me a copy. It turns out it was in a stage of reprinting, so it is actually easy to get hold of at the moment, at least. But anyway, yeah, I ended up getting High School D&D in the limited edition set. When it comes to these ecchi fan service shows, I think I'm going to not go out my way to try and get the limited edition sets, and then I'll just wait until they get a just a normal release. But since Funimation are actually changing the way that they do their limited editions from 2014 onwards, it seems that probably won't be a problem to even worry about anymore. But yeah, High School D&D. God, my voice has completely disappeared. I don't know what happened. Okay, another thing I got on sale. Last Exile Fam the Silverwing. This is only part 1. I don't have part 2 yet, but it comes with a art booklet. This is a sequel to a show that couldn't have a sequel, so yeah, they somehow managed to manufacture a sequel for Last Exile. This is interesting, but yeah, some nice art in there, whatever. Yeah, I saw this was on sale for like, I don't know, about £10 less than what it normally would be going for, so I'll put that back in normally in a minute. So I decided to get it because I like the art design for it, and I figured while it might not be the most amazing show, I probably will like to see it at some point. So yeah, I picked up part 1 while I could, and I'll pick up part 2 sometime down the line. So yeah, Last Exile Found the Silverwing, and that's all the new stuff, so if you guys are any interested in stuff that's new, but honestly some of the stuff I'm going to show in a minute I've never showed, apart from in collection videos. But yeah. I got a replacement copy of Rune Soldier. This is a fin pack. Annoyingly, there isn't like a complete collection release, just like in like a normal standard keep case. The only way you can get this show is via 2 fin packs and the volumes. Speaking of which, I'll put a link to my eBay page. I'm currently selling the version of Rune Soldier in the art box, which is rare. It didn't get officially an art box, but I have like a tin Paul Champagne, I didn't really know how to say that, like metal art box. I don't think it's official, but it does look really cool. Those of you who know about art boxes will know what type of art box I'm talking about. But yeah, I've got that on sale right now, along with a few other things from the collection that I'm looking to sell off and whatever. So yeah, I'll leave a link to my eBay page. But yeah, this show, comparable to Slayers, nowhere near as good, but it was alright. I didn't mind it. I replaced Sakura Wars with this Sentai Filmworks compact release. So I'll get this, and then I'll get the Funimation Blu-ray. But it's a stat pack, in case anyone was wondering. 4 DVDs, which is more than enough, I think, for 26 episodes. Or 25, it will suffice. So yeah, stat pack kind of frustrating, but what can you do? What I prefer, well, what can you do? You could do this, which is what this one got. This is a Gasaraki, another one I've replaced. They've managed to fit a whole 6 DVD set, or 5 DVD set, excuse me, into a complete one single keep case. A bit like the Gurren Lagann on the Anime Legends. I don't mind this. Like, this might look quite, full, which it does. But I don't mind it. That's fine to me. I prefer that over the fatter stat packs. So yeah, Sentai Filmworks. If you can afford to do that, I'd prefer you did that. From Discotheque, I got Crying Freeman. This is a 6-episode OVA. I watched the first episode of this and I was kind of lukewarm on it, but when I got around to selling my 3 volumes, which was hard to do because they really were cool. ADV put out 3 volumes of Crying Freeman, and one was gold, one was silver, and one was bronze. They look really cool next to each other, but yeah, I was lukewarm on the first episode of this, so I decided, no, I'm gonna sell these. So I sold them and got the price it cost to buy this set as a replacement. So I decided to do that rather than just not have the show in the collection at all. So yeah, that's the Crying Freeman, like an 80s, or I think it's 80s, possibly early 90s OVA. Yeah, so it's from Discotheque. Another one, this one's curious, The World of Naru, the complete collection. This is put out by ADV, but it was originally put out, I used to have it, obviously these are all placements. I used to have a Central Park Media version, and so I was a bit curious at how the hell ADV managed to release it later on. And then I looked on the back, and yeah, Central Park Media is there. So obviously Central Park Media went under, but I'm wondering if... I am curious about it. I would like to look into it because this is the only one that I can think of, to my mind, that Central Park Media and ADV came together to put out. So I kind of... It seems weird to me that... Yeah, it just seems weird to me that they didn't do others. It would have been cool if they'd done others, but I don't know if Central Park Media actually did that many TV shows. A lot of the stuff they did were OVAs and movies. But World of Naru is one of the ones they did, and Pat Labor is obviously one of the others, which is now put out by Made in Japan. But anyway, yeah, World of Naru is quite good, like a little eccentric alien fantasy comedy, like slice of life, high school girls, all that. It's pretty good actually. I enjoyed it back in the day, and I was happy to replace it and put it back in the collection. And then finally, I got Maharo-matic. This was quite a cool replacement. It cost a little bit more than what I got for the first series and second series, which I owned in 2 sets of 3 volumes, or 6 volumes for all of them. Yeah, so I sold those, and yeah, I replaced it with this. But the cool thing about this version of the show is it's a complete collection, which also includes the OVA Summer Special, which I've never seen. That was put out by Genion, and then you could buy the OVA Special with an art box, and you can put all 7 discs in an art box. And then, of course, Sentai Filmworks, when they licensed this, they also licensed the 2 OVAs called I'm Home, and then they put that out for a separate release for those who had the art box from Genion, and then they also put out this complete collection, which I decided to go for. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up for January, and like I said just a little while back in the video, I bought my furniture. It's on its way from IKEA. It's going to take one hell of a few days to put that all together on my own, but it should be fun. I've got some great shelving units coming, a new TV unit, a new desk. I'm really looking forward to it. And then I'm probably going to do a room tour, although don't hold me to it, but sometime in February I might do a room tour, because I've never really done one. I've showed you my collection, which pretty much took up the whole room anyway, but I've never done a room tour and stuff, so I might do that. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time.